You know, one of my favorite parts of the old Netflix Marvel Pocket universe that they had going on over there with Daredevil and Punisher and Jessica Jones and the Defenders and Luke Cage and all that kind of stuff was Rosario Dawson's playing the night nurse, playing Claire. She was just kind of like, well, in many ways, I guess you could say she was kind of like the Nick Fury of that universe. She was the Wong of that universe. She was kind of connective tissue that could pop up in every show and be that connective tissue to everything else that was going on. And besides just being that, she's Rosario Dawson. She's awesome. She's fantastic. And I loved her in the series. And she has been one of the more noticeable pieces of the puzzle from that old Netflix universe from what's going on in the Marvel Cinematic Universe now. Well, apparently that might be changing because according to a report right now, as you guys know, they're getting ready. Actually, they've already started some preliminary shooting, but they're getting ready to go into full-blown production on Daredevil Born Again Season 3 before Season 2 even comes out. And one of the reports is suggesting that Rosario Dawson is going to come back as Night Nurse. Now, some of you might remember we've already kind of heard some whispers that she might actually pop up in Spider-Man Brand New Day as well. But anyway, this comes just from the folks over at Superhero Hype who wrote the following. A recent rumor suggests that Marvel Studios might be bringing back an important character from the Netflix Marvel era for Daredevil Born Again. Except for Punisher, the character has had a prominent role in most shows, with the Netflix universe serving as a primary connective thread. During their appearances, they not only provided invaluable aid to the heroes, but also to establish strong dynamics with them. According to the new rumor, Rosario Dawson will reportedly reprise her role of Claire Temple in the next season of Daredevil Born Again. That's season 3. This rumor comes from notable industry insider Daniel Richtman, who, again, oftentimes right, sometimes wrong, but, worth discussing. He revealed on Patreon that the Ahsoka star was reportedly in discussions with Marvel Studios about returning to the character. The above rumor comes 2 months after Richtman shared on Patreon that Dawson's Temple would reportedly appear in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Now, it should be pointed out that I have, since that early report came out that we could see Rosario Dawson in Spider-Man Brand New Day, I have seen and heard no corroborating reports about it. That doesn't mean she won't be there. I'm just saying I'm not sure she's going to be in Brand New Day. But the idea of her coming back now, I think, is key. Because the other thing here, Rob, to keep in mind about Rosario Dawson is the fact that she is already very firmly planted in the Disney family, right? Because she's got stuff going on the Lucasfilm side of the lot as well. Yeah. Like she's doing another season of Ahsoka. Why they're doing another season of Ahsoka, I have no idea. But whatever, it gives me an excuse to see more Rosario Dawson, so I'm fine with that. So she's already firmly in the family. And I think having a character like her, honestly, is something that this Daredevil Born Again world is kind of missing a little bit, especially if they do indeed plan on bringing in even more characters coming back. Mike Coulter has kind of broken a little bit. Now he's gone from saying, no, I love playing Luke Cage, but that part's behind me. Now he's saying, oh yeah, I could come back as Luke Cage. We already know that Jessica Jones is back. And listen, dude has played Iron Fist, Zippy McCurly Blonde. He's been kind of teasing for almost 2 years that he could be coming back. So, I mean, if you're going to do that, I think having Rosario Dawson's character there becomes even more important. I want to see Wing come back more than any of the other characters. Anyway, Rob, you hear this story. Does it make sense to you? Do you think it would be the right move to bring this character back? And do you believe the report?
First of all, I love Rosario Dawson as an actress and as a screen presence. So, as far as I'm concerned, anything she's in, I mean, I don't know if Ahsoka has served her well, but I think that she's great. I love her. And bringing this character back, I liked her position. And I think the MCU, if there's one thing I've learned from Wonder Man, I like seeing other parts of the MCU that isn't necessarily superhero fighting apocalyptic threat to the earth. And I think that she could bridge that gap in a way. And I would love to see her come back. You know, why not? So do I believe it? I mean, like you pointed out, she's in with the Disney family, and if she said, "I'd love to come back as this character," people might listen. It wouldn't surprise me to see her come back, and I'd be a fan.
Do you think hers is a character? Because, we've heard some talk about that Marvel is going to start to create a little bit of a gap between what's on Disney Plus and what's in the movies, kind of going back to the way that they used to do it before. Do you think you could see, if they do bring her back in Daredevil season 3, and again, let's not forget, there is some whispers that she could end up being in Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Right.
Although, I'm not certain about the validity of that. Do you see her as a character who would just have a really good solid home on the Disney Plus side of things? Or do you think you could see her crossing over into the movie side as well?
Well, I understand how they want to keep that gap between the two, but I think it's kind of impossible with the way that the MCU it's it really has to be thought out. It's the way it was done. And I think that a lot of the time it wasn't thought through, because if you're going to bring a character from a show and put them in the movies, you have to do it in a correct fashion. Like the Marvels, I thought, was too big of a leap to take two characters from two different TV shows and partner them with a character that is coming off $1 billion movie.
Yeah, 100%.
I thought, that wasn't good. But with a show like Wonder Man, which has already a connection to the films, because you have Slattery, you have Trevor coming back from Iron Man 3, and that's kind of a way to weave the characters in properly. And I think using her in Daredevil season 3, and look, we've seen Daredevil, he was in, Matt Murdock was in Brand New Day, No Way Home, and it was a great little moment. And it didn't overshadow anything, and no one batted an eye going, "Oh, he's a TV character coming into a movie." It worked really, really well. And I think it's all how it's handled. But I don't have a problem with the characters transitioning. It's the way it's done. It needs to be done carefully, and it can't be done too forcefully. You've got to do it with care and consideration. But this character lends itself as a bridge character. So I think maybe it could work, but I do believe she could probably easily come back in Daredevil. But
here's hoping.
Spider-Man, I don't know.
I'd love to see any excuse to get more Rosario Dawson is always good for me. We want to take a second to thank the sponsor of today's video, Mando. Hey guys, I may be married now, but I remember the whole checklist we'd all go through before a first date, right? Fresh haircut, clean car, maybe you're replaying a conversation in your head like, don't screw this up. But the one thing that is absolutely non-negotiable: deodorant. And that's why for a while now, I've been using Mando. What I love most is how confident it makes me feel knowing odor is just handled, like not masked, handled. Mando is a whole body deodorant, so you can use it anywhere: pits, feet, thighs, wherever you need it. And yeah, that peace of mind is real. My personal favorite is the solid stick. It's super easy to use, goes on clean, and it just works all day. It's created by a doctor, and it's clinically proven to control odor for up to 72 hours, which is wild. Some guys try to cover odor with scent. Mando men get the job done right. Don't mask it, Mando it. You can find Mando at major retailers, but for the best deal, head to shopmando.com. For limited time, new customers get 20% off site-wide plus free shipping when you use my code Campea at shopmando.com. That's shopmando.com, code Campea. Support the show and check them out. Mando's got you covered. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? The report's going around that Rosario Dawson will come back as Claire in Daredevil season 3. And lest you forget, there's also still those lingering rumors that she might show up in Spider-Man Brand New Day, although I haven't been able to confirm that with anybody. But still, who knows? Whatever you guys think about it, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.